Hello everyone, and today I know I did doing a brand new camera angle. Today I'm going to bring you what is going to be my worst films of 2017 first, and then on this weekend, I believe on Sunday, I will be either Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. I'm thinking Saturday. Yeah, so today it's Thursday. I'll start this with my worst video, with my worst movies of the year, slash the movies I hated the most, and then on Saturday you get my favorites. So yeah, I say start with the first and end on a happy note. So yeah, with my list of this year, of course, as much as I was much more seeing movies that I wanted to see, so wasn't seeing intentionally bad movies like, Nine Lives or Max Steel, some stuff like that. Is like, yeah, I won't be seeing that nor reviewing it. But these are the ones that are just the ones that I was wanting to see, but in the end just disappointed and crushed my heart. And there are three dishonorable mentions, and those are Bad Santa 2. Even though I enjoyed the first one, I knew the sequel wasn't going to be the best, but for what it wasn't too great. Jason Bourne, talk about what should have been so great, but wasn't. And just along with that line, Suicide Squad just didn't make my top 10. As much as I did not enjoy Suicide Squad, consider it number 11. But here we go. Here's my top 10 worst films of 2016. Now, for the record, this is all improv. This is totally just off the top of my head. The only thing that's really certain is, well, A, making this video, and B, is the order of my list. So, yeah, let's do this. Number 10 for me is going to be Assassin's Creed. Oh, talk about how much this movie crushed my heart. I think a lot of you, if you watched my top throughout the year, you know how much I was excited for this movie, and I loved the talent behind it. And for what it was just a really boring, forgettable, vague video game movie mess that shows to us once again that why these really don't make the best movie adaptations, to be very honest. And in the end, it's just like, it just proves to us once again it just doesn't work, and it shoots all of our hopes down for the future of this. So yeah, number 9 for me is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Talk about a movie I forgot I saw. This is a movie where I was going through my YouTube channel before making this list, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I saw that. And that kind of speaks to its forgettable blandness. The movie has some pretty bad and the only reason why Assassin's Creed isn't any higher up on my list is because I can at least see the somewhat potential within it, and it does have some decent action scenes. But that just puts it at the very bottom of my least favorite list. And number 9 for me is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like how I just said, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Like how I said, I forgot I saw this movie. And that really does speak to its volumes of bland forgettableness. The effects aren't really too great. The talent with very little, like oh god damn, I forgot his name. Who was Casey Affleck? I mean, not Casey Affleck, Casey Jones. Shit, my memory's bad. But he was terrible. It's like Chris O'Donnell from Batman and Robin. It's just a boring, forgettable CGI mess that I really did not enjoy seeing. And yeah, it's a stinker, to be honest. And number 8 for me is one of the most controversial and makes films of the year, but is my number 8 for me. I think if you just heard, my TV just turned off. I'm sorry. Regardless, number 8 for me is Ghostbusters. I really did not like this movie. I think it's practically unwatchable at times. It's just decent laughing here and there, and Leslie Jones is, above all of them, Leslie Jones is the only one who I think is actually trying. But aside from all this, the movie just sucks. It's so terribly cringy and funny, and above all things, it makes me wish I was just watching the original back at home, because why pay and watch this remake that I knew in the beginning wouldn't be that good. But in the end, it's like Ghostbusters for what it was. I thought it sucked. And number 7 for me is Collateral Beauty. Talk about Oscar bait manipulation. This movie had no heart. It really felt so forced, and all the characters seemed so unlikable to such a powerful degree. It was extremely manipulative. Putting the whole controversy of the ads and how that fooled us, putting that aside, it's just a whiny Oscar bait film that acts pretentious and has no heart, no depth to it, and all the characters seem gravely despicable and unlikable and such manipulative shits. I hated Collateral Beauty. In my opinion, it's a real disappointment of the year for me. And with this type of cast, like Michael Pena, Edward Norton, Will Smith, Keira Knightley, all these other actors who are in the movie, they're exceptional actors. What made them get to this film just boggles me, in my opinion. But yeah, and number 6 for me is Brothers Grimsby. Now, I really do like Sacha Baron Cohen and Mark Strong, but this movie is that classic type of movie where it's like, oh, they're trying to be that type of gross out humor, but it greatly misses everything. Mark Strong just looks annoyed as hell, and he just does not want to be there. Sacha Baron Cohen looks like he's throwing everything of his own improv into the movie, and it just fails on every part. Not to mention, it's just grossly unfunny and just terribly, terribly written. And unfortunately, in the end, Brothers Grimsby is just a grim piece of crap. Yeah, unfortunately, it just sucks. Oh boy, here's my top 5 worst of the year for me, at least. And number 5 is The Forest. This movie, I actually just forgot it. I literally just forgot it. Nothing more to say than The Forest itself. Oh yes, I remember this one now. It's the one with the girl who goes to Japan to that suicide type of forest where people have died, and she goes and tries to find her sister, and it just seems a terribly forced story with stale wooden acting, extremely way too poignant moments where it seems way too coincidental and all that. It just seems forced, boring, and some of the most repetitive horror cliches you'll see in a long time. And it just is an insult to what the horror genre is. No. And that's my number 5 movie. Number 4. You'll never guess this movie. Blair Witch. I hated this movie. I couldn't believe how much I couldn't, when I saw this movie, the experience I had watching this, the first hour was practically unwatchable. I couldn't believe how bad it was. And I hear people talk about how bad, Assassin's Creed was, or Suicide Squad was. Well, I tell you, Blair Witch was nothing more than an insult of film. It had stock, boring, cliched characters with almost nothing happening within the first act of the movie. It's so cut and paste, and the way it connects to such an incredible first film that the first Blair Witch was, even though it's not one of my favorite horror movies. It seems so tacked on, and I think everyone was saying about the movie is that the last 5 minutes are quite good. They're really good, but it doesn't make up for everything else in the movie. Everything else within the film was so unwatchable and such a drag and such a pain in the ass to watch. And in my opinion, it just sucked so hard. And I love Adam Wingard. The movie You're Next is such a great movie. His work on VHS 2 is awesome. And recently, I just watched The Guest. I forgot what the actor, and that was a superb movie. What the hell happened with this film? It's it just sucked any devoidness of how to make. It's if you want a good example of how not to make a horror movie, this is it. With modern tech that is severely underused, bland, forgettable, annoying characters, and how many goddamn hand gestures I can make here. Oh man, just The Blair Witch, in my opinion, was absolute film trash. If you like horror films, I strongly recommend I would strongly say to you, avoid this movie. Avoid it. It's shockingly bad, in my opinion. Yes, the last 5 minutes really do redeem. I wouldn't say they redeem the movie, but they are a beacon of the hope within the film. But even that itself cannot save the film from being a terrible, piece of crap. Oh boy, my top 3 now. And number 3 for me is a movie not many people saw. It came out on Netflix, I think earlier this year, but I saw it, and it is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2, Sword of Destiny. Talk about some of the most terribly choreographed, not a good foreign film on a sequel, which is, in my opinion, Ang Lee's best film, which is first Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which has some of the best action you'll ever see of the 2000s. It's such a great film, and see this boring, half-assed sequel with a lot of terrible, cringeworthy dialogue and incredibly jarring, action scenes, especially for a foreign film, because for what I'm seeing of foreign films, especially of Eastern Asian types, their action is absolutely amazing. Check out the Raid films. That is proof that it still exists and how it could be done just so goddamn well. But this film is absolute shock of how much it fails on what it needs to deliver, which is a good story, good characters, good action. It has none of that. It has few characters who were from the first film, but they were greatly underutilized, in my opinion. And it's a real insult and it's a genuine shock to me of how much of a follow-up and how much this one really does bite the dust. And how Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny just blows so much. Holy hell. Now, here are my top 2 worst films of the year. And number 2 for me is Independence Day 2 Resurgence. Now, look. The first Independence Day, in my opinion, I think I said this in the review of this movie, I enjoy it. It's a fun, dumb movie that I really enjoy. Roland Emmerich, that to me is his only strongly fun movie. Hell, I just watched it last night and it's still quite dumb and fun. But then again, for me, it's kind of like Phantom Menace, where it's silly, dumb fun, but it's also really stupid. But that's probably too harsh. But Independence Day 2 is a real piece of trash with bad effects, and the way it treats the characters in such a way that you're just what influenced them to do such a thing? And Roland Emmerich returns after 7 years since 2012, especially that film tanked in the box office. So he's gonna come back and do this. It's just staggering. And even with the charm, of Jeff Goldblum and the returning characters, but it's the boring bad characters are just so horrifically forgettable, in my opinion. And in the end, Independence Day 2, it just sucks. No more, no less. And my worst film of 2016 is Star Wars. I'm just kidding. I would be shooting myself if I said that. No, okay. That is too extreme. I'm sorry for saying that. But the worst film, in my opinion, of the year is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Martha. Justice. Just as a fan of DC and the comics and all this type of stuff, and the straight to DVD animated movies, and the way they've seen these characters before, Superman, Batman, this movie is, to me, as a fan of comics, and all this type of stuff, like I said before, this film is, in my opinion, a goddamn disgrace to cinema. It sucks so much. I can't believe Zack Snyder did this. Zack Snyder, he's a man, in my opinion, who made 2 films that I do enjoy. 300, which is fun, which is a guilty damn fun movie, and Dawn of the Dead, which I love. But this movie has such terrible characters. Okay, not terrible characters, but they're so terribly developed. It seems so unfaithful, and above all things, it just angers my inner fanboy to a boiling point where I want to throw my computer across the room into a brick wall. It makes me that angry. It really does. And above all things, BVS just punches me in such a way where it's really not the worst movie of the year, but it's the one that really got me so fucking angry when I saw it. It's for me the worst film of 2016. Everyone, I really do hope you enjoyed my own rambling of the last 15 minutes. Basically me, like bitching about what sucked this year, but don't worry, this Saturday I'll be making my favorites of the year, so yeah, thank you very much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you on Saturday for my favorite movies of 2016. Till then, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future. Till then, goodbye.